Hey, what's up, fam? Thank y'all for tuning in once again, as always. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. Well, there's a story out of Kentucky where a young lady won a scratch off, and she won so much that she decided to quit her job. Now, when I first heard this story, I'm like, you got to be kidding. Why would she quit her job for the amount of money that she won? Because we talk about it at work, talk about it at home, amongst your family, friends. I'm sure we've all had the conversation, is that if we won the lottery, and I don't play the lottery, I haven't played the lottery in years. I mean, probably decades. But we always talk about if we won the lottery or if we had we came into a lot of money, how much would it take for us to quit our jobs? And I said, I would say it had to be at least a cool, probably $1 million. That's take home to quit a job. Because what I would do with a lot of that money would be trying to invest it. And then with other parts of it, starting a business or continuing on with the business that I have and, trying to grow what I've already got going and, and work it that way. Maybe a cool $1 million, 10 million for sure. Anything like 10 million above. So I'm walking away from everything because I know how to invest it, what to live off of. I'll be living in probably a small town, more country than the town I'm in right now. And just, doggone there living off the grid. But this young lady quit her job for far less than that. So let's get into it, right? Because we got questions that need to be answered and things that need to be understood. So this is from blackenterprise.com and it reads, Kentucky woman quits job after winning $90,000 lottery. Who among you would quit your job for, I'm going to say, a mere $90,000? Because when I saw that, sent the article to my dad. My dad asked me, would I quit? I'm like, no, because that doesn't even cover a year's salary that I make. Couldn't do it. It make no sense. Why would I do that? Because now all I'm doing is living off that, and I really wouldn't have no extra money to do anything. Matter of fact, probably have to work a little more, like I say, just to cover the money that I do make. And then, they took out taxes too. So, and this is like gift tax. They hit up for a good 33 and a third, easy. But anyway, let's keep going. It said, a woman found herself facing a life-altering decision after Lady Luck gifted her with $90,000 from a scratch-off lottery ticket. I can remember back, I think I was like 17, 18 years old. How old you have to be before you can buy a lottery ticket? And I bought one. I was working at a grocery store back in the day. Yards, for those who know. And I was on my last, Johnny Taylor $2, I think. And I never played the lottery. Like I said, not really into gambling. So I said, man, let me play something because I ain't had no money until payday. Put the money in the machine, got a scratch it off. I think I won either $10 or $20. It wasn't that much, but it was enough to get my high school tail through the week, put gas in the car, have a little extra money, to buy food or whatever, until I got paid in the next couple of days. It was perfect. But other than that, been a lottery player. My dad, he buys tickets from time to time. And, he's not a poor man. Sure, he got, he's been retired for almost 20 years, you know what I'm saying? And still living off his, his pension. And, he might work a part-time, here and there. I don't think he worked in a while. But anyway, he just does it for the hell of it. And he don't really need the money. So anyway, it says ABC 12 reports that Reshawn Toliver of Hopkinsville, Kentucky, recently found herself facing a life-altering decision after a stroke of luck gifted her with $90,000 from a scratch-off lottery ticket Toliver, who has been dissatisfied with her job, saw this windfall as an opportunity for a fresh start and promptly chose to quit. Okay, so dissatisfied with a job. Many of us either are or have been dissatisfied with a job. I'm sure there's been many times I can say with me, jobs I had in the past and maybe even jobs presently. There are days where you're like, man, why am I doing this to myself? God, I need to hurry and get up out of this. But when you have a goal, it's kind of like when I was in nursing school, all the way up until the end, I just like, man, I hope this is worth it. Cause man, I'm struggling, I ain't making no money, but it's like I'm moving backwards, but you gotta do what you gotta do to when you have a goal. So I've always said you don't quit a job unless you got another job, right? And I guess you can kind of say that this 90,000, let's see, for her, we'll say that it's probably a lot of money. And and here's why I say that. Let me see if I can find it. I went to the Census Bureau, census.gov, just to see what the cost of living is in what's this little town called again? Hopkinsville, Kentucky. And so I went to like census.gov, and I looked at it, say the population is about 30,000, a little less than 31,000. So it's a rather small town. Let's see, the age is, the majority of the people are under 18 years old. It was like 24. No. Yeah, 24%. Persons 65 and over are like 17%. And females, it's like a 50-50. Men and women, 50%. Let's see, white alone, 60.5%. Say black African American, 28.9%. So it's like 29%. And then you got all this, et cetera. Let's say the median value of owner-occupied housing units is 130,000, which compared to, let's just say Dallas and the surrounding areas, unless you live in in the hood, like for sure, is fairly low. So shoot, if you're making good money, 130, and you can get you a nice house for $130,000, man, shoot, you living high on the hog. Let's see, typical mortgage is like $1,100. That's not bad. Owner's costs without a mortgage, $329. I guess that means, rent. Median rent is like $857. So that's pretty low income. So like I say, small town, that's pretty low. Cause hell, I think even out here, I think the least you're gonna be paying is like at least $1,100, for a 1-bedroom apartment. So that's pretty good. So I wanted to look at, what was that? Education. They say 85.6% of the people got a high school graduates or higher, and bachelor's degree or higher is 20.1%. So most people got high school diplomas. Let's see, economy. Here's what I'm looking at. It say females in the workforce, 50%. How many in food service? About 80,000 people in food service. And I'm not going to say all that, but here we go. Income, median household income, $43,577. That means everybody in the house pitch in how much everybody making is $43,000. That's, comparatively, that's not a lot of money. And we know that. They say per capita income in the past 12 months per person is like $25,884. And 20% of the people in poverty. So that's what I wanted to get to, the $25,884 for each person. So if she made 90,000, and let's see, let me go down here real quick. So 64, so it's like 65,000 after tax, a little less than 65,000 after taxes. You're talking about 2.5, 3 years, maybe, right? Two. No. Yeah, about 2.5 years that you can live off of that money and do nothing else. Not try to start a business, not try to go to school because that costs money. And if you got this lottery, if you think you're gonna get financial aid, you're gonna have to, claim that on your income. So you're not gonna get any student loan money. You might get, you can get a loan, but you're not gonna get like no federal, Scott grants or federal money that you don't have to pay back. What they call it, financial aid that you don't have to pay back because you just overnight made $90,000. So it's really nothing you can really do with $90,000. And let's be honest, the majority of us don't know how to manage money. So I don't know this young lady, but I'm just saying, statistically wise, with people of low income and even people of any kind of income, a lot of people don't know how to manage money. A lot of us lose money, buy frivolous things, use credit cards, go on trips, cruises, all that kind of stuff with the money that we have. So if you come into a windfall, your habits are most likely not going to change. And then you got to think about all the people who are going to be knocking on your door asking to borrow money, especially when you live in a small town and nobody's making more than $20,000, and everybody might need a little help on the rent. Everybody got a business idea. It's coming. If it ain't come the moment that she put her face on this TV, it'll be here. It'll come this week. It said the moment of realization came when Toliver at home scratched off her winning ticket, prompting a scream that echoed through her household. I screamed. I've never hollered that loud before, she recounted. The sudden outburst caught the attention of her boyfriend and son, so she's not married. And he's probably not making a whole lot of money himself. And they got a child who rushed to her side. Toliver described the mixture of emotions that followed, oscillating between excitement and disbelief. 1 minute it's like breathe. The next minute it's like stop laughing. I can hear the scream over and over again in my head. So driven by a newfound sense of financial security, Toliver wasted no time in pursuing her decision to leave her job. On March 4th, she made her way to now don't say what kind of job she had, but I'm thinking if you quit for $90,000, which means you're probably not making a lot of money. So, who knows, fast food, retail, whatever, warehouse, you're not making a lot of money. You're miserable where you at. To me, the smart thing would have been to stay at that job, or maybe she's going to find another job. That would be the great idea, but use that money to invest in yourself. I wouldn't say invest in stock markets and businesses, stuff like that. Not just yet. What I would do is invest in like school. Go get a meaningful degree where you can make a lot more money. Hey, you and your boyfriend can go to school with that money and go get 2-year, community college, get your degree in business. So that way you can start your business. Get your little certificate or 2-year degree in accounting. So that way then you can go to school, you go to work, and then build up to get a 4-year degree. And and have the place you work at, pay for your schooling. Things of that nature. That's would be my suggestions to her. But like this article does not go into enough details to actually know what she plans on doing. But I think, because here's what I think, like I touched on it earlier, but I think what she messed up is, and I know some states you have to post your face when you win big money, because we public record. But I would have been anonymous as possible. Hell, if I could have hired somebody to fill and say, hey, look, I give you $1,000 if you just, stand up there and say, hey, my friend won this ticket, blah, 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 and go on about your business. Or pay a few $100s, whatever, $1,000 for a lawyer to get up there and represent you if you had to be up on TV. Cool. Something like that. But I know, because like I was saying, like, take a cool, $1 million, $10 million if I would have won. I've been as anonymous as possible. And if I would have won big money, before the announcement was made, I would tell my family, I tell my parents, my sister, my kids, hey, everybody, we got to move. All of y'all, we got to move. They're going to be like, why? I say, because the moment people find out I got the money, people know who you are, they're going to be coming looking for some money. And you may have some people who may try to do unscrupulous things to get their hands on some of this money, which could quite possibly mean hurt y'all to do it. So you just pack up and just leave. We leave the country or leave the state, wherever. But you gotta go somewhere else. Gotta go where people don't know us. You know what I'm saying? I mean, family can know you some, but you gotta go where people don't know you, because you can't trust nobody doing that. Oh, it just gotta be like a secure gated community with guards out front, cameras and everything else. And we got our Second Amendment on us all the time. That's what you gotta do. But 90,000, man, I know I saw a story with Dude. I think he didn't win a whole lot, like maybe like a few thousand or maybe like 100,000, whatever. And this dude, this brother, and this lady, I don't know if she was dating him or whatever, but this guy ended up missing. And then they found out that she got rid of him and his body was like under a concrete slab at the house. She took his money, took all of it, and then took him out for, like I said, and it wasn't even a lot, comparatively to like millions and millions and millions of dollars. So it's crazy. They say, driven by a newfound sense of Toliver wasted no time pursuing a decision to leave her job. On March 4th, she made her way to the Kentucky Lottery headquarters to claim a prize, a substantial sum of $64,800 after taxes. Like I say, hit her with that 30%, reflecting, or nearly 30%. Yeah. So reflecting on her decision, Toliver expressed gratitude for what she perceived as a divine intervention. I was unhappy with my job and God gave me a way, she affirmed. I'm just gonna say I don't think God is in gambling. Let me just say that. I ain't saying I'm perfect. I ain't saying that everything I do, the Most High is behind, but I'm just gonna say I do not believe the Most High is in gambling. Investing, yes, that's in the scriptures. Gambling, no. And I'll leave it at that. Despite feeling a sense of guilt over leaving her workplace, guilt, what the hell? Where did you work? Toliver admitted to a profound sense of relief at the prospect of starting afresh. The convenience store, Skyline Fuel, which sold Toliver the winning ticket, will also share in the joy of her victory, receiving a $900 bonus as a result. And it says not long ago, December 23rd, an airport worker in San Francisco also hit the jackpot. Darren Hickman, on his lunch break, ventured into L&M liquor. Oh, he just ventured into it in Hayward, California, where he purchased a $30 set for life scratcher's ticket. Little did he know that his impromptu purchase would change the trajectory of his life. It says he leisurely scratched the surface of the ticket. He uncovered the word life appearing in the right spot, instantly clinching the top prize of $20 million. That's a windfall. With this windfall, Hickman transitioned from assisting travelers with their luggage to being financially set for the rest of the days. It was the biggest rush I had in my life, Hickman said, shared with the reporters, conveying the overwhelming excitement of his unexpected win. But again, back to the $90,000. Yeah, it was like a straight $90,000. Wild cash multiplier. And got a name on there, and she got a big smile, and I hope the best for her. Hope she's going to, do right by herself and her son, and maybe her boyfriend. Maybe they can get married. I don't know. But $90,000 in the grand scheme of things is not a lot of money. Not a lot of money to live off of, to start anew. Like I say, it's enough to kind of improve what you're doing. Me, myself, if I would have won this money, even if I would have made the money whatever she's making, like I said, I wouldn't have made a big deal. I had the money, some things you pay off. I wouldn't go on no splurge. First thing on my mind is investing. If I need to go back to school, get a degree that's going to pay me money, that's going to get me up out of whatever little money I'm making. Like I said, I'm assuming she's making about $20-something thousand a year, $30,000 maybe. Like I said, not a lot of money. This year won't last long. Hopefully she doesn't, it doesn't change her, make her become mean, evil towards people. And then she got to be careful of the vultures because they will be coming around. But so that's all I got for this story. Tell me what you think. Would you quit your job for $90,000 or $64,800 after taxes? I wouldn't. But tell me what you think. Leave your comments below. Let's dialogue. Let's have an intelligent conversation. You know how we do it around here. Hey, don't forget, support the channel. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. 4 things you can do. Doesn't cost you a dime. Maybe just a minute or 2 out your day. Help the channel improve help the channel in the algorithm. More views, more subscribers, things of that nature. If you do want to support monetarily, you can always give super chats, super thanks, or you can click on the links below. You can support that way. But however you do it, man, I appreciate you. Appreciate everything you do. And with that being said, if you want to reach out to me for anything, stories, comments, whatever, hit me up. soulinthesoil@gmail.com. That's soulinthesoil@gmail.com. And with that being said, I leave you in peace, and I'll see you on the other side.